Hey, I don't know who's in here. There was one stream thing up that I deleted, so I don't think there was
Lucy's
too many
here.
boys in here. There was one stream thing up that I deleted.
Sorry.
Why am I? Oh,
Beep, beep. I see.
you thought that I was not.
She knows what we're doing.
Oh, Lucy. Okay, good.
I quit, but I'm here. Meg, I quit too. I'm with you, right?
Well, Meg, I got some hope last night, I think. Did you watch Annie Peterson?
Mm-hmm.
If not, go watch her live from last night because it helped me a whole lot. Brian even has personality. You'll learn that from that thing. Ain't that right, Lucy? I told everybody I was in love with him last night. I'm not really in love with him, but because everybody's so biased, in my head, I guess I thought the man didn't laugh or do anything. I guess I thought he fucking just sat there and never talked to anybody or whatever. So it's nice to have a personality behind the person because I fell into the trap, I guess, because I was like, wow, he does that. And I was like, wow, why the fuck wouldn't he? He's hilarious. And he's mean. He thinks like I do.
I know who told you. Hello from Norway. Frisky ladies. Yes, we can be. Especially Trisha. You get her fired up. We better watch out.
Oh, what?
Anything. He said we're feisty ladies here, so we can get fired up about stuff. And I know I was watching Annie's chat last night.
Wait a minute. Who's hid you?
Huh?
Meg.
You hidden. Yeah, I see now. So, oh, Beyonce, yay, you made it. Yes. I'm glad you caught the live too. Yeah, I'd like to who hid you, Meg? Oh, because of things you were saying? I can't show on screen either, huh?
Yeah, they were having fit in that chat last night. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I had to stop watching.
Oh, YouTube hid you. I was going to say, because I didn't think Annie would.
Yeah, I had to quit watching chat because it was making me mad.
Anyway, I called Lucy. I was like, you got to do something with this bitch because, and then I had to cuss somebody else out there, but I wasn't even the person. But she apologized to me too because I guess, I don't know, but I cussed some lady out that it wasn't even. Because this damn girl, I don't know why people come places that they don't want. Why are you coming places you don't like? Get the hell out of here. Who is it, Stevie Irwin? That dude right there, I want to choke his ass. I don't know who he is, but he could.
Oh, yeah, stay away. It's part of that,
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm so tired of part of that.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to take me out because I can't handle them. I mean, I just cannot. It is so stupid that I just fucking can't do it.
Heather
I'd rather them take me out.
Heather, I slept through the end of it. I caught the beginning.
Sam's story was hilarious, and Brian is funny, and he's mean like me. That was funny. Oh, I was really mean today, and I'm so proud of it, and I'm just
crazy.
God. Yeah. Oh, shit. You know what? I love teaching my own self a lesson because I was such a bitch. God, I was a bitch, and I loved it.
Yeah, sadly, people do. They like to be trolls, and they get a kick from it, and they don't care. They just go in on purpose to stir up chat. That's why I always say just ignore them. If you don't
have zero patience,
they'll stop.
So on my stream, if they come in, just whoever y'all already know, I can't. I'm not. So if y'all want to deal with them in chat, you can. If not, then the moderators know just time them out, or usually Heather just times them out. So out unless it's really bad.
Yeah, I can't. How this is that we have set up right now on the laptop, I can't interact with chat at all.
Oh yeah, it's not the laptop. I did send them a message, but I'm gonna call them. There's a number to call them. They're updating stuff, and so yeah, you should be able to because Kane was on here when I used it last, and he could, but they did say a couple of features weren't working because they're updating it. So, but
Maggie, I'm not quite sure what has occurred with the Mark and that person that you were talking there in chat. I don't like to talk about people because I've always liked this person, but I've seen a change in a lot of people lately, and it is sad because I respect everybody's opinion. Everybody can think and believe what they want, you know.
I understand why some people
come in.
I understand why some people would say
Oh,
he's
wow.
got to be guilty because, like, why would you? Because I mean, that me and Christy, look, we pondered that. It's just there was something not right. Like I've been up for days because there's something not fucking right, and I can't just make my intuition say everything's hunky dory. So finding out some of the stuff we found out last night, it was it helped my anxiety.
The name of the documentary. The name of the documentary is the Idaho Student Murders.
And y'all, if y'all are on my Discord, I did memberships for one reason, not the money. My memberships are $1.99 and $2.99, and that's it. That's all they're ever going to be. Okay, it wouldn't let me do 99 cents and do 2 tiers. I had to do 3 tiers, so I had to do $1.99 and $2.99. There are things that I can't exactly say on here. There are things we're going to do on that. We're going to do watch parties. So the stuff that's coming out, it's really not the shit that come out is LIES, but you know, it's worth the people to see that. But
I'm trying to do the same, and I guess I'll have to start up my own little Discord with mine. But I thought I was going to be able to do the memberships and that because I got approved for everything. But today they decided to say, nope, hold up. We need to see.
We just have to put her commentary on there.
Yeah. I got to get more of me on there than just my videos. So
and if YouTube don't work, we might do the Discord thing too. So
we'll figure it out.
I wasn't even going to do memberships, but the reason I'm doing them is so that I can do some of my stuff like Sebastian Rogers. I don't want to read on and be public because there's too much bullshit, and I just don't want to have to deal with it. So I won't, and have been like basically being told to do a reading, but I just don't want the stuff. So I'm going to do things like that on my members only thing. So I don't have to deal with the bull crap because I lose my shit. I'm not able to deal with it. I'll be done went to jail for, I don't know, because I can't. That's why I have Chrissy and Lucy and the people that are more patient than me. Because, like, at this point, I'm fixing to treat you the way you freaking treat me. And a person that never thought they were going to get told what they got told that. And I mean that's the last person in the world I'd ever do it to. So now I'm at the point that I'm going to return whatever energy you give me, period. I don't give a shit who you are. Jesus, whoever you are, that's what I'm doing. I'm done with it, period. I can't. I can't keep being nice to people that are fucking being mean to me. Okay? I can't in a nicey, nasty fucking way or whatever's going on. So I'm not. And
I didn't know. I'm sorry, I'm reading chat. Courtroom confidential claims they have a video that has just been published that shows BK at the house. He is going live with it tomorrow. He calls it shocking.
I'm not being mean, but if he had that video, he would get in trouble. There's still a fucking gag order. So if he has that video, he's going to jail probably. Just saying. I'm just letting you know. So that's why I don't believe that shit. There's still a gag order. And why the fuck would he be showing that when that needs to be in the hands of the fucking court? That's stupid to me. What? Yep. I'm not being mean, y'all. I don't know who that person is. I'm just saying, y'all, Cy Ray has told us you have to be very careful with this stuff because there's no way. Where did he get that from? Because, that's going to be shut down. That'll get some people in trouble. I'm just saying.
One thing I not change subject, but because of what they're saying, Lucy, Heather, anybody that's listening to this, that's one thing I will tell you, that the worst thing you could do is call her a liar, because the girl will not lie. That I've learned over almost 3 years of being friends with her. So to call Lucy a liar, troll.
That is the reason that me, her, Meg P, like Christy are all friends, because I don't think we any lie to each other. Like, we've just never. And that's why I said about Twiz last night. Twiz has never lied to me. So for somebody to try to tell me that Twiz is going to lie, like, I don't care, because these people have never, I don't listen to anybody says anything about any of my friends anyways. Like, and I consider pretty much everybody my friend unless you're mean.
Yep.
But, I'm just saying that. And I'm not being mean. That probably come out really rude, and I didn't mean it to. But I'm just telling y'all, it's okay if you want to watch it, but just don't. In this world, don't believe anything you see and hear. Investigate it. Whatever anybody tells you, you don't believe it. You investigate. If it's me, if it's Christy, if it's Heather, and Heather don't lie. But I'm just saying, Heather will tell you the same thing. Lucy, Heather.
Yeah. Yep.
Princess of Darkness, whatever we're calling her today.
Hi, Dinky. I
Paints
see.
angels. But anyway, don't, and she'll tell you research it just because that way you.
You see it with your own eyes. You need to research it.
I mean, Twiz gets emotional, like something he misunderstands, but he's never just come to me and lied. Just like I've never had Meg P has never come to me and told me a lie. If she was mistaken about something, then she owns, says, okay, I was mistaken. I mean, we all make mistakes. So I'm just saying it's okay to watch stuff, but just be careful what you believe because there's a gag order still. And how does he have that? Why? That's very important. Like that's not something a YouTuber, I'm not being mean, needs. That's something that would need to be straight to the court. And so people do that shit. And that really makes me ill because they get thousands of people watching them. And I don't understand why would you believe that? Like, hello. Anyway.
Yeah.
And if he does have it for real, he can get in trouble. Like, I don't care if you're on the gag order or not. Like, it's illegal. You don't want to do that. Okay, Chrissy has appointments, so we're going through this. I'm going to let her explain what this is, and then the part she wants me to read, I told her just to tell me. We're not going through all of it, but there is some important parts. And Lucy, if you want us to explain why they're important, then put it in the chat so we know what the hell we're saying. Yeah. We're not confusing everybody.
I can't see it, but I have my phone going beside me. So Heather, if there's something, or anybody.
Yeah, I'll read whatever. I just need to know what I'm reading and why,
This is the, ban-filled video that we've all watched and studied and everything else. This is the report that I got for it. I'm reading Heather, but anyhow, so it just, it's just your normal report. It says the date, the time. It says it was received at 3:01. Occurred between 3 and 3:01. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Now, this lists the people's names that were, the kids, Peter, Ethan, and James. You can see their names here. I really don't want to give last. You can see it. Initial calls, the time. This here is a list of people who requested the report that you're seeing. Okay, this, I believe, alcohol. This, not really, nothing. I don't see anything, it just pretty much tells you the incident, when it occurred, the time. What I don't get right here, I think this was the part that Heather, you pointed out. Radio log time is for 3:32:09 on the 13th. 3:32. Isn't that when they were supposed to be going to the other, that other call with the guy with the sign and that? I thought they took off way before 3:32. So I don't know. And then I don't know if you want to read this part. This part is the part that just kind of starts out the general of what they were doing. Where'd you go? There you are.
I'm here. Okay. What about what part? The narrative part?
What do you think?
Additional. Okay, hang on. Let me see
what right here. Go to this one. Let's see. So Taylor Road, they would have been there when the car first arrived. Yes, it right? Because wasn't it 3:28?
Yeah, all of that's fucked up to me. Heather, okay, I'm trying to make sure what you're trying to say.
That remember the first report of the car showing up was at like 3:28 or 3:29 or something like that.
Oh, so yeah, that report, I'm confused with times because they have made up 50 different ones. So I'm so fucking bad.
Okay, well,
my head's everywhere.
Well, that's saying that they were still sitting there when that car would have showed up. So technically, their car cam should have showed the car going by.
Oh my god!
If they were still sitting there at 3:32 and the car showed up at 3:29 or whatever it was. So this is the part I'd say to read, because listen to how they describe these kids that we all seen with our own
Okay, so
eyes.
I'm going to read 6 and 7, or I'm going to read the whole thing so it makes sense. Maybe.
Yep.
Okay, so it says number 6 in narrative. I love when they use the word fucking narrative. I want to say this is the lie that they're telling. Allegedly, not. Well, okay, I'm gonna sound like Howard Bloom. The shit's nonfiction because I said it. I said it's not real, or it's fiction because I said it's not real. Like he put out his nonfiction book because he said it was fact. So that's how I'm saying that. I refuse to say the other word right now. So narrative on 11/13/2022 at around 2:50 how the hell? I don't know military time. I'm gonna say 2:50 hours. Officer? That is right. Tisdale and I were working a plainclothes alcohol enforcement in a fucking car that is not undercover car by any means. It's not in their budget. And if you look at that car, I'm not gonna say anything. Just look at that, then look at an undercover car, and tell me what the difference is. Okay. Alcohol enforcement in a fucking college town. Okay. Emphasis
Right
on
beside
U
college.
of I campus. We were mobile in an unmarked, allegedly, police vehicle in the 700 block of West Taylor Avenue. I observed 3 males walking north in the parking lot of 701 West Taylor Avenue towards the Bamfield. All 3 males appeared under the age of 21. How can you tell? Anyway, they swayed from side to side. They did? Okay. As they walked and used each other for support. One male fell down, allegedly. One male fell down as he walked across Taylor Avenue. Y'all, I'm saying that because I have to say that when I don't know something's fact, and I didn't see nobody fall. So, okay.
Nope.
Officer Tisdale and I contacted the 3 males and identified ourselves as police officers. Finally, Taylor Parkhill, 18, Peter Reagan, 19, and Ethan Knight. That's weird. That is so fucking weird. I'm sorry. 19. Ooh, okay, there's something. Okay, were identified and their ages were confirmed through dispatch. All 3 were were under 21. I asked how much they had to drink. All 3 said between 6 to 8 beers, and odor of alcoholic beverage coming from their persons. I cited Reagan for what is MIC?
I don't know.
MIC 63530, probably underage drinking, y'all.
Yeah.
And 63531, respectively. Wow. No report taken. Anyway, all 3 were released on scene. Meanwhile, there's people getting, in the house that Kaylee and them was in. 7 other information. All 3 are U of I students because that's so important. But that must be on the file. That way they know, their little triangles and shit they got to make for the judge. I don't fucking know. Allegedly, that's why I think. Follow up needed. They gonna follow them home? Undeveloped leads. No report taken. I don't fucking know. That says no.
Look, read it. Case status closed. Citation. That's
All while people are getting unalived, and I'm only saying unalived because Chrissy has to get monetized, but unalived in the house behind them, but we're worried about kids that underage drink every fucking weekend.
Yep.
Has anybody seen an undercover cop there again? I'm just saying, is there a way we can get the reports? I want to know what I need to call them. Can you tell me what other nights there have been undercover cops checking for people drinking? I would like to know. If this is the only fucking night, well, if it smells like a duck and quacks like a duck, it ain't walking like a chicken, it's a duck. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So let me stop sharing that one. And then hold up.
I think these people, can you test for common sense?
I wish.
I
wish. Okay.
No, if I did not have common sense, I would take myself out. I'd rather be dumb as a box of rocks. But if I didn't have common sense, I couldn't handle it. I would take myself out.
Yeah. Okay. Nope. Just trying to find the stupid report. Hold on. I want to show you guys the. I don't know if it was Lucy or if it was Meg P. One of you two asked me for a missing person or a suspicious person on November 13th on White Avenue. Let me see. No. Why can't I find it? Well, here, we'll do this one first. This is the one. Is it there? Okay, you see that? Okay, this is Ethan's pullover report. And then I'll do the White Avenue suspicious person. Then we're what I have left. And then we'll go over it. This one, obviously, it's just for Ethan. I'm just trying to go slow so you can read and see yourself. See, because I don't, really want to say everybody's names and everything that's on here.
Yeah, I don't. And I don't want to read all of it because everybody can read. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. So
you got it. You can slow this down later and look at it yourself and all that. So I'm just really getting it out for everybody to see. It does give the other person who was in the back seat. And what cracked me up was, well, not this part, but there was only 4 people that ever request 5 people, but 2 of them are Kevin Fixler himself. He does too, but there's only a few of us that ever requested this body cam. It just says he was pulled over because he had a tail light out. Then, this explains it. Says that, Ethan was fine, checked his eyes. He wasn't drinking, but there was a half-empty bottle of vodka in the trunk because the passenger in the back seat, they seen sliding it into the back. So they pulled him over, tested him, and there's the bottle of alcohol that they were drinking.
And didn't Ethan drive that person home because they were drunk or whatever? Isn't that why he was doing that?
Yes, he was the sober driver. He was the driver for the evening, I guess. That
shows there, y'all. I'm not saying there was no DRUGS involved. I am just saying that that's not the main reason that these kids went out. You know what I mean? And I think that's very cool that we are able to show, because I know a lot of people think that we're all against the victims because we don't think Brian Kohberger did this, or he's not the only one. If he was involved, I mean, I can't swear he don't know anything. I don't think whatever. That's my opinion. And if you don't like it, it's fine. You don't have to agree. And I'm fine when people don't agree. It's how you go about it. But I don't think these kids were hookers and bad kids. And I just don't think that. Okay. And I do care that they're not here. In fact, the whole reason that I give a shit, well, I care about Brian because he's a person, but the whole reason I give a shit if he's going to plead guilty and nobody do nothing and he's not is because it's not justice. And if these 4 kids had to go out in some kind of horrific, worst horror movie you could ever fucking think about, then they deserve true justice. And everybody that was involved. And that's the way I feel about that.
Yep. I agree. Trying to find it. Remember I told you I save things and they go places and I don't know where they go.
And just FYI, y'all, I should have done this the other day. I forgot. I mean, I didn't forget all the way, but Xana's birthday was the day after 4th of July. I try to make sure I do something for their birthday because I know I do readings and they come in and tell us all the trauma. But I got a little bit ill and said something on Discord because there was 10 views on Xana saying, I don't care whether people look at mine or whoever's, but like Xana and all of them deserve to be celebrated too. So I think more people watched it, but I'm not saying that just watch mine. I'm just saying that if I was talking about gory something, everybody would have clicked on it, and it just hurt my feelings for Xana's sake because, in my opinion, she still knows what's going on here, and I just want to give them love and light because they do tell us the bad things, but they deserve to be celebrated. And I just wanted to make sure that I try to remember all I do. For 2 years, I've done it their birthdays because I didn't know them, but I still grieve because it's horrible, you know. And like I said on Xana's thing, Xana protects me, and I feel awful because I didn't know her, but couldn't protect her, and she wasn't protected. But I mean, and I know there's nothing I can do about that, but I tell them all the time I would take their place in a heartbeat. But there's a reason. People don't just die for no reason. There's a greater reason for this, and I think we will all know it. But I do think these kids were great kids in their own way, in their own light, and they had a whole lot in front of them, and I believe that with all my heart. So just so everybody knows, me and Christy have shirts. Their pictures hang with my kids' pictures. I grieve over kids I don't know a lot. I couldn't love these kids anymore. I don't care if I knew them or not. So yes, I care. I care that I care.
Mhm. Why can't I find that file now? Oh, I am so. Is this it?
Well, because you're looking for it, Christy. Duh.
Yeah, I know. I literally keep pulling the same Banfield one, and I just had it. My God, I just showed you.
And y'all, thank y'all for being patient when we can't find
Yeah.
something because it would give us both anxiety. I would start freaking, and she would too. And we do have anxiety, but I feel comfortable with y'all because y'all know we're just us. We have noise in the background because we have normal life. I don't edit my videos I make. If somebody says I don't because it's normal life, I'm not an actress. I just am me, and so I try to be as transparent as I can be. If there's a bunch of noise, something I'll do whatever. But I don't edit my videos, and we don't edit our lives, or I don't always mute, and neither can Christy. And her grandbaby's going to be there, and like I told her, it's fine. There's thing happens in the background because it's called life. That's just us. I want it to be that way. But thank y'all for making us comfortable because we can't never find nothing when we're looking for it because we overlook it.
No. Oh my gosh. No. Back out.
And it's there. She just had it. So
Yeah, I know. I just had it. So where could have it's? Oh my God.
well, look for your hairbrush for 2 days and then freaking look down right here and it's been sitting there for, I mean, that pisses me off.
It's in one of these, and I keep just okay. We'll get there. I promise you. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Yeah. I keep finding the other one. Yeah, there's another one. Okay. Are you there, Trisha? Here it is.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I found it. I found it. Okay. We see it. Share it.
Yes, I was clicking it and it was like not doing nothing. It finally did something. Geez, see, that's our days.
Okay. Meg P, I can't see chat, but I believe that you were the one that asked for the White Avenue now that I think about it. Sorry if I'm going crazy. This is The Suspicious Person. It really wasn't. It was on White Avenue, which is the Humane Society. This is the report, Rosendahl and the other right here. This was on November 13th. It was about 7:30 in the evening. I do have the call too that goes along with this of the Humane Society calling. They said that they had Murphy. Well, they had a poodle all day long. So obviously I gave it away. It was Murphy. And they had the dog in holding. If you see my screen, you see who it was released to. Jack LaCour. on November 14th, it says here. But they had the dog in an outside pen that I guess the officers also have access to. They were writing up a report because the dog was there for so long, and the report was on the desk. The lady calls, says the dog and the report's gone. They didn't know who took it. The cops didn't know who took it. You know, she called 911. Nobody knew who took it, but later on, it comes up that I guess, you know, the cops actually were the ones that went and got the dog out of the pound and took him and gave Murphy back to Jack. If you want to read, it tells you that on right there. Humane Society employee Megan Clam
Just making sure. Isn't that weird, Christy? That is weird, right? That's not just me, right? That's weird, right?
Yeah. A dog was removed and they were not made aware. I left a voicemail which explained I released the dog to the ex-boyfriend of the deceased owner, Jack DeCur, after business hours on Monday, November 14th at 4:03:20. And then there is the animal impound information. It was on campus hold until notified by Pullman or Moscow police. And yeah, I can't see chat. I don't know if there's anything you want me to go back up on to look at.
Well, I'm looking for you, Christy. If y'all want something to her to look at, let us know now. She has an appointment, so we're not going to be live too long today. Y'all can go back and look at this. You know what I mean? Pause it and do what you need to.
So I'm trying to scroll slowly. But yeah, so Meg, there was your suspicious person. It was Jack. I did get the report. There was another dog that night that was out running Van Burden Street or something like it was, but it was just the same old guy. I guess he has a German Shepherd. It's always out. They caught the dog and gave it to him, and I have the body cam of it because he even says, "Don't you have other things to be doing, like a homicide?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, well, your dog's getting loose, so he got citation for it." So it was going on at the same time.
Scott, why is that not showing? Okay, I'm not sure that we know for sure. I guess he was in the home because the cops took him to the thing. But the thing is like, it wasn't Jack that just went and got the dog and nobody knew he took the dog from the Humane Society. The cops, it's weird that they went and got him the next day to take him to Jack. Like, they should have been doing forensic. I mean, you know, my opinion. They should have been doing forensic or whatever on him. I think he was in the home from what we know. But see, I don't know because I've never really had a case where the police don't exactly tell the truth, allegedly, I guess, in the documents. And we have court documents that actually doesn't have the truth, you know. So I don't know how to answer that. I'm not real sure where anything was. Like, at this point, I don't know where anything was, where anybody was, because it's this is what they wanted to. This is exactly the shit they wanted. This right here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm telling y'all, if Pee Wee's Playhouse, the furniture talking would be less fucking confusing.
Chris Harder, there is no body cam. I tried, I asked, there is no body cam for the dog. So, and as of body cam, they're being pains right now because of everything. The few that I have put in, I've gotten response back that are telling me April of next year before it could get to me because of the amount of work that
and
comes.
You bet it's going to be edited. It's not going to be.
And that they're overwhelmed in requests for this stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. They even have a stupid one that I asked for with Molly's boyfriend. I have to wait till October to get that one. There's a few that I can get faster if I pay. That's but again, I'm putting in for them. I'm trying, but even me get it faster, and I'll take as fast as I can get, but it's still probably going to be a good 2 months before I can get them. And it doesn't matter what it is. Anything I've asked for that even comes close to involved in this case, they all of a sudden just are slowed down on it, because usually I'm getting response within a day or two, and they're now responding in the 3 days like they tell you they will. But in that response, they're also telling me, like, give us a couple more days. And yeah, it's kind of weird lately. So I'll play we can play the 911 call for the dog if you want to hear that one. Here, I think. Can you wait.
PM 19.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
You could?
Yeah.
Okay.
2nd, November 13, 2022.
Police and Fire. Hi, this is Megan with the Humane Society of the Palouse. I needed to find out if a Moscow police officer had come in and removed the dog.
Can you all hear this? Everybody out there hear this good? Okay. I see.
That was being held here. When would what's that?
When would that have been?
It would have been in between like 4 p.m. and now.
I can check. However, I am fairly certain they did not, because they've been super, super busy today. But give me just 1 second.
Okay.
There is a pause here for a little bit while they're trying to figure out where this dog went to. And as you can, yes, thank you. Hello, anybody coming in that I missed? Thank you all for being here. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I given it to you how I got it, so, or I would have cut this out. I can later, maybe. Yeah, Meg, I thought it was weird too that the officers can just come and go with the dogs, and he went and got the dog and got the paperwork and never said anything to anybody in the Humane Society. I thought that was a little strange, but we're talking about Moscow, so who knows?
There's a lot of after hours shit going on.
Today.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Okay, we had I don't know who to call, because Latah County Sheriff impounded a dog with us, but they impounded the dog from campus, and they said that we couldn't release the dog until MPD gave us permission to release the dog. Like they didn't know who it belonged to, but we couldn't release the dog to an owner or anything. And now the dog's gone, and I've been here all day.
Okay, that's definitely odd. So let me just get this straight. So Latah County picked up a dog on the U of I campus?
Correct. And they said that, I don't know if they're just bringing it in for MPD, but they said not to release the dog until MPD gave us permission.
They didn't even tell them why. That's crazy.
They didn't say what the situation was. But it's like a male, like, doodle. But I've been here all day. The dog's been inside. I don't know if the padlock was locked on his kennel, but the only people with keys to the building are police officers.
Okay. So does Latah County also have keys?
I think they usually pick it up from you guys, but they might.
Okay. So, before I put in a call, I'm going to transfer you over to Latah County. I'll stay on the line, so if none of their officers did it, then they can hang up and you and I can put in a call.
Okay.
But, yeah, just go ahead and ask them. Like I said, I'll still be here in the background. You just won't hear me.
Okay, because, yeah, I don't have the impound number either, because the impound form was sitting on the desk in the office, and that is gone also.
Okay. Yeah, that makes me think it might have been one of the deputies, but we can.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll ask. They're just so different dispatchers
Yeah.
than us.
Yeah, if you could transfer me, that'd be great.
Latah County Sheriff.
Hi, this is Megan with the Humane Society here in Moscow. We had a dog impounded by a Latah County Sheriff officer earlier today, and the dog was impounded from the U of I campus, even though the county brought it in, and he told me that we weren't allowed to release the dog until MPD gave us permission. But I've been here all day, and the dog is suddenly gone, and so is the impound form. So I was wondering if a deputy had come by and picked up the dog for some reason.
Not that I'm aware of. Let me put you on hold and double check, okay?
Okay.
Meg, if we only knew. Well, they're corrupt. That's what's wrong. They stink.
I wish I could fast forward this. I don't know how to. Drives me.
Christie's fire thing going off. The landlord has to come in and fix that. It's something.
Yeah. And Kane told me there was a way to take the go to my fuse box and shut it off. But
The sprinklers might come on.
yeah, I tried. There was one thing that said security, and I shut that off, but that didn't work. But I don't want to do that in the same sense because I want the smoke detector.
Your luck is like mine. Don't do it. Everything, the sprinklers are gonna come on.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's not the battery. It's the wiring system. It happened. I'm in the 600 or the 700 block because I live in townhouses, and I'm not the first one to have this happen. The lady a couple doors down, hers went bad 2 or 3 months ago, and it actually went off and drenched her whole entire house with water. They had to put her in a hotel, and so they're trying to get in and get them replaced because I'm like, dude, I got renter's insurance, thank goodness, but I'll be very upset if them things go off and drench my house like it did for her. That'd be horrible. Yeah. See,
I'm sure it's in the water. I mean, I've said Utah, quit drinking the damn water if y'all live anywhere near there. Because the shit makes people act absolutely fucking ridiculous. I think it changes their personality and everything. I'm convinced of that shit. I am convinced it makes these people, just all the way, just don't drink the water. Just don't drink it.
Well, mine's only my living room one that does this. All my other ones are fine. They're working fine. And this one has gave me a problem. These were only built 10 years ago. And I moved in 2 years after they were built. And this one was weird because my living room kitchen is all one big area. And anytime I opened up my oven and the heat would come out, this smoke detector would go off. So it was always a joke. Mom's cooking, smoke detectors going off. But it was annoying, and nobody else in here had this problem. And I tried to tell her then, this one is bad. Just replace it. And they didn't listen to me. So honestly, it might only be that one that needs done, but it's in the wiring or something because nothing. I can put in a new battery. I can hold it, reset it, and sometimes it'll shut it up for a couple hours, and then it starts right back up again. So there's only 4 minutes left on this call, so it has to be doing something here soon.
Yeah, I
Here.
went on
Oh, sorry.
came and got it, and I just called
Whoop.
them.
Right here.
Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, so none of our deputies came and got it, and I just called over to Moscow, and they don't know of any of their officers that went to retrieve it, but they're going to try to follow up further with their deputies on that incident, or with their officers on that incident.
Okay, yeah, I called them first. They probably told you that.
Yeah, I've been on the line here the whole time while I transferred her, just because none of our officers are dealing with the incident off campus all day. Yeah. So that's why I asked her to check if Latah County had went back there. I will go ahead and put in a call though, and you could hang up if you wanted to, Latah County. Okay, sounds good. Okay, perfect.
I just want to know that woman that had to make that call about that dog. How crazy! Because who's ever had to do that? Like this shit is wild. I cannot. Y'all.
Here she calls it in.
Sorry, my coworker, Amy.
I'm sorry. I thought it was done.
Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second here.
Okay.
I mean, y'all, while she's doing that, why didn't the cops tell the woman they were taking the damn dog? I would have been pissed.
And that's what I didn't understand. He took the dog to the point where he walked inside and got the paperwork off the desk. Why would you not tell somebody? Come on.
Okay, what's the phone number you're calling from?
208-883-1166.
That's only the Humane Society number, people.
And
So
what's your first and last name?
Megan Clampett.
I would have cussed me some cops out. I really would have.
AMPITT.
Because there's still rules. You can't just fucking do that. That woman is like, what the fuck?
1 second. Oh, no, my phone just grabbed it. Okay, what kind of dog was it?
It was some kind of like poodle mix. It was like a doodle. It was
listen.
a male, neutered, wearing like an orange vandal collar. Or I don't remember if it was orange, but it definitely said like it had like the U of I vandal.
Clearly somebody's taking care of the dog is what she basically said.
Like white, like beige.
Okay, and full disclosure, this might not be dealt with tonight. The Moscow officers are hung up on something, and if that's the case, somebody will be in contact tomorrow. I will put it in here, but they might just have to put it on hold due to other things going on.
Okay.
Meg, I would quit if I was her. Like, we quit, I literally would have walked out. I would have said, fuck y'all. I can't.
What is that phone number you gave me your cell phone or the business?
This is the business number.
Okay.
Why would she give you her cell phone number? That's weird.
Be like, I'm not gonna be near the phone, and if
Okay. Go ahead with your phone number.
wondering,
because
because
I
we were
skipped it.
told not to release the dog, and if we should be publicly looking for the dog or wait to talk to an officer.
I would
that
wait.
lady sounds so confused.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
5:33 p.m. 48 seconds, November 13, 2022.
I hope that lady quit.
Yeah. Now, here's the
5:38 p.m. 26 seconds, November 13, 2022.
Moscow 77.
Got
I'll be clear, no report.
1739.
5:38 p.m. 33 seconds, November 13, 2022.
That was it to that one. I had.
No, I don't. I'm just so confused. Like, one cop saw a sheath, the other one didn't. The cop, they were together, but the cop that found the sheath didn't say anything to the other cop, so the other cop didn't even know until they got a report back on it or something. And he's like, "What the hell?" Like, this stuff is, and nobody's asking questions. Everybody, I'm trying not to laugh, but what the fuck? But
Yeah.
I mean, if I lived in that town, I would run out of that motherfucker and go get some mental clarity help. I mean, I just don't know. That poor lady at the vet, the dog pound. I hope she quit for her sake of her fucking everything, because that's awful. And I want to know, because we have to know dates. I want to know, and this may not even make a shit, but I still want to know if there were the year before. I wonder how many noise complaints there were at the 1122 house. Like, I wish there was a way, because you have to have dates to get the body count, whatever the damn, whatever it's called, the FOIA thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't know if there was any other, but it would be nice to know if there were noise complaints the year before that. I just want to know. And like I said, maybe everybody thinks I'm stupid for that, but I would just like to know.
Well,
And it is really funny that Payne is working for the university.
to my
Sorry.
understanding, if you pay attention to the one cop and the one body cam, something was said about noise complaints in that house. And he said that in his time, there was never complaints to that house until recent.
Y'all, we need the body cam footage. I mean, we need to FOIA the stuff for Emma and that Demetrius.
Yep.
I want to do the I mean, I want to know. I want to get poor Christy. Christy's the FOIA queen. So, but I think of people all the time. I need to start writing people down. I'm surprised I'm not calling her at 2 o'clock in the morning, sitting up in the bed going, "Oh my God, this person, that person."
Yeah.
I just want to be nosy. You know how some people say that they would say Bubbly was nosy. I can't say that, because this bitch, I'm nosy. I want to know. But I think I have a reason for wanting to know Molly's boyfriend, what happened, and that's horrible, by the way. That's horrible. I don't give a shit what. That's horrible that woman does. But I want body cam footage from Emma and Demetrius getting arrested for that guy, Caden. I don't like because he passed away. So I just want it. I just want to know. But I'm sure they won't have it. They've lost it. They taped over it. They can't get it for 10 months or something.
Yeah.
Also, I wish I knew when Brent had interactions with the police before, because I want that stuff too.
That's what I'm having trouble with. Is that all his
Oh,
stuff?
yeah, we're going to have trouble with that forever.
I mean, Lana was able to get it, but I think she requested it before, because what they told me is the overwhelming request right now is the problem on why I can't get it as quickly as I do most of the other stuff. So any of his stuff is hard to get, and it seems like anything that refers to the 1122, they all of a sudden, I mean, Pullman will release things a lot easier than Moscow. They get pretty picky with crap, but anything you can think of, like I said, just send it to me in Discord, text message, however, and I just go back.
Bethany's thing. Have we figured out Bethany's thing, that DUI thing? Or that been?
No, I'm still. That's the one that I need $40 for the first half of it.
Oh,
and then
yeah. We got
$40 for the other half. So I'm talking with them, and I'm trying to get like under the 2 hours to see if it's worth paying to get the rest of it. So,
well, I mean, if we need it like I'll get with, you know what I'm saying. I forgot. I couldn't remember what's what. Why is it that long though? I want it all now, because why is it that long? Why would it ever be? Did she have counseling like that other woman had, or whatever, that woman, that cop or whatever I'm not sure. They, we're not sure. It's like Mayberry there. you know, Andy Griffith was the justice of the peace and the police and the whatever else. See, Moscow plays that too.
What I don't get,
and
what I
Poland does too. Apparently, they're different. They have multiple. I don't know something.
well, there's another one I asked for that Lucy asked me to get, and it was for a sharp a thing. I don't know if I can say it or not.
I
Okay.
think.
This is being cautious with your words. I'm not good at it. Okay, so give me a minute. But,
Yeah, we're blunt people, so when we have to not be blunt,
it's hard. Beans all know what I'm talking about. The jabby thing.
that thing that went with the thing that is the thing. That
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
what Moscow told us. Fuck for fuck's sake. So
Yeah.
you know
Well, that
the person
thing.
that was
Yeah, that thing had an incident up at the college. I think right before. I think it was in September, if I'm thinking right. That one, there must be a lot too, because anything over 2 hours, they'll charge there's a whole price log I got. Each minute, certain prices. If you try to get body
Each minute?
oh yeah. If you try to get a sheriff's body cam, it's like 68 cents.
Well, we need it
per
all
minute.
in because there's some good
But-
shit on that. If they charge you by the minute, I mean,
Yeah. Well, the one that has that up at the college, it must have some time to it, because she said that she has about 3 hours of footage, an hour worth of redacting to do, and that's just on one of them. So there's something with that one. So that's my goal right now.
you know what else I want? And I don't know their names, but the girl that was in Washington that the
Okay.
police, and we probably can't get it.
I
But
can.
the police set her up for an informant. She was selling cocoa, whatever. I don't know a good name for that. I usually just say it, but I won't. You know, shit, I can't even think. The damn shit that makes you fly around everywhere. That Coca-Cola stuff they used to put
Yeah.
in. Okay, y'all know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. But anyways, but I guarantee you, because she was an informant, we can't get. But I won't we should be able to, from where she got pulled over and arrested for that stuff or whatever. Because her boyfriend, they have ties with Texas. Like all these people have ties with Texas. Did y'all notice these people move to Texas and come back? Anybody notice that? I know I'm not crazy.
Yeah, they
These
do.
people moved to Texas, the same town. There's two different towns. I can't remember which ones. And they moved back.
Red Bull has wings. No, it's
Every
Monster.
time I think about Red Bull, I think about
Nope.
fucking Jägermeister, and I cannot. Oh my God.
That's why I know that's why I do Monster. I'm addicted to the Monsters over
I
Red
cannot.
Bull.
Red Bull makes me, if I smell it, I want to throw
Bars-
up. I used to drink the fuck out of those. And now if I smell Red Bull, it's like, I need to puke.
Yeah, bartending and making. Oh nope, I can't even handle the smell of it. But the question back here. Wait a minute, where did I see it? Freedom of information costs money. Not always. No.
The good ones do.
But yeah, pretty much. If I want something good, it's money. If I want basic, well, I can't even
And
say it.
Bethany's must be really good because there's
Yeah.
different points in hers that cost more money than the other. So we just gonna pay it. Trisha, we gonna pay it because I'm nosy as fuck and I got to know now.
Yeah.
That's some good shit.
But I think that's bullcrap because it is freedom of information, and I don't care if they got 4 hours of body cam. It shouldn't cost, and I have stated that enough times, but it ain't going to make a difference. So, Ro, I did set up Cash App. I'm waiting for it, to come in the mail, the card and that, and to finish setting it up. It said, but for right now, I thought maybe I could even get barcodes or so, and it won't even give me that right now. So I guess I got to wait till the card gets here.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long to do the card.
I mean, I have PayPal linked, and I mean, I do have Venmo. I could link. I don't expect it, guys. I mean, I do not expect it. I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. It does help, but I'm not asking for it at all. These are my choices. These are our nosiness. We want to
Thank you, anybody that does help, because it does.
Yes.
I mean, it does. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind doing my look because I'm nosy as shit. But yeah, I mean,
Yep.
And Christy's actually put a whole lot, like, she was so excited the first voyage she got, I will never forget. She was so proud of that. And I was proud of her, and because she's usually shy, and everybody's so, in our community, knock on wood, thank God, yeah, she was real comfortable, and that was very amazing for the first time. Like, I was very shocked because she said she just felt real comfortable, and I do.
Yep.
Because I just don't let people come in here and be negative. I don't care if we only have 20 people and it's the same people every time. I don't care about numbers. I don't even look at numbers. I cannot tell you how many people's ever. I don't. And I tell everybody, make sure you go to Christy's chat. That's why I was sending everybody, because we don't. I'm not going to get mad at Christy and be mad at her and not be her friend for some stupid YouTube stuff. Like, it's just not. I can't. But, you know, just like I went with Meg or Lucy, and me and Lucy, I mean, we don't really argue for real. People think we fight. We were not fighting for real. But it's funny because the trolls make stuff up. Like, y'all, I help them make stuff up because I'm just that person. I really try to get them to mess with me instead of messing with people like Kiki or Annie Peterson or people that, like, it really hurts their feelings. Because I would just rather mess with me. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I will make stuff up and help you with the story. Because you know what? I don't give a crap. Go to TikTok, whether it's a good comment or a bad comment. Guess what? You're helping me out. So say what you want to.
Yep.
I know who my real friends are here. It does not affect me not one way or another. So I will make up a story and help it. Like, spread because I like it.
Sky said he, I'm sorry, I don't know. I was in your chat alone until she realized there was 2 chats.
Yes, it is, y'all. I stream like it. It does not, you know, I don't care where y'all are. Like,
hi, Big Mikey. Have a good afternoon. But, yeah, trolls are going to troll. And you know what? They're coming out full force now.
And they're going to, y'all. And because I don't understand. I don't go to people's stuff that if I don't like what they're saying, I don't find myself wanting to go to argue because I don't want to argue with anybody. You don't have to like what we say. You don't have to agree. We don't all agree with everything. Y'all think we agree on everything? No. If we all did, that would be stupid. I mean, what? Me and Lucy fight about stuff all the time because she'll be like, Trisha, that is not. I'm like, well, I just don't see it the way you see it. But I'm not fixing to end my friendship over. I mean, these people get wild with it. I'm like, wow. So I really love my friends. We don't have to agree on stuff, but I'm not letting true crime take us down all the way out because that's horrible.
I didn't know that. Steve just came out and said that BK's former professor is co-writing a book with BK's sister.
I don't know. Yep. Heather. Key Fox. Anybody, somebody that's been out. Like, maybe she likes true crime. I mean, but what are they writing it about? They might be, but it might be shocking if they don't write it about her brother, wouldn't it? I mean, maybe I don't know, for fuck's sake.
William, good luck with the downloading. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to have to try to, I don't know. You said you're going to have to buy an external 20 TB hard drive. I don't know. I might have to figure out something. I don't know if I need to just go to an actual PC, if I'll get more, because I am having trouble with some body cams. It just won't download for me at all. So, and I mean, it's saying everything. Like, I asked for support on the laptop, and they said that it's not on my end, it's on the sender's end, which I think is very weird because I get most of the stuff they send, but there's been like
telling you the truth. It says corruption. Somebody's yelling help. It says corrupted file. So I just told her that's part. Well, holy hell. It comes from Moscow. Somebody told the truth. Corrupted file. There's no stickers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you bought it already. Well, William, let me know how that thing works for you. Because I'm going to have to, I got to do something. But I think my next step will be I'll just get a regular computer and go from there. And if I got to buy more space, then I'll worry about it then. But for right now.
I told you were a woman. I mean,
woman. Okay.
Okay.
I thought so too, but sometimes.
Well, I mean, Fleece had Annie Pods convinced, and she thought, because we all told me, she thought he was a girl for the longest time.
Yes, yes, William. Sometimes they'll resend them and sometimes they won't. So that's what gets me mad with them. But
What they mean to say, I'm going to laugh one day when it says Moscow is corrupt. Please call for help. I'm sorry.
oh, you did. Oh, that's cool. You're talking about Ramsey? Is that who?
I don't think she thinks
Alright.
BK. I don't think she thinks she's guilty. I just don't think she thinks that.
Yeah, Twiz and Too Fast are both chicks. Definitely. Definitely.
You know what? They're comfortable enough with their sexuality. They could be. That's what I tell Twiz all the time.
I will be the first to admit. And
I mean, I
Heather,
thought Twiz and Willie was gonna kill you. I mean, I wasn't sure what was going on. I couldn't watch that Heather the other day. I was like, I cannot do like that.
yeah,
I had an
Rand
anxiety
Glenn,
attack.
that's it.
Because they were really. I mean, I had an anxiety attack. I had to get out of there. I couldn't do it. And Kane just sat there, and then he finally was like, I was like, oh my god, I had to go. I was having anxiety.
Okay. Yeah. Is it William? Did you talk to is it Amber? Oh, I can't think. Yeah, there's a girl out there that's really cool that I gotta actually call before I go to my doctor's today and talk to her again because I need to get there's a couple things that they screwed up on and I'm tired of the emailing them, so I'm just calling them again. It's easier that way. And Dinky, yes, we all love each other, right? Yes, Catherine Ramslin is awesome. I love her.
And I don't think she had anything. She does not teach serial killers how to be killers. That woman's job is important. And I think they made her feel bad. And the reason she went to News Nation is to stand up for her reputation because them folks dogged her.
Yeah.
Okay. And she was professional about it because they have fucking talked shit about that woman and everything. And what that woman does is very important. And it takes a special person to do that because, yeah.
Hey, I'll be the first to admit I thought Fleas was a chick too. We were in Discord. It was only like me, Heather, Twiz, and Fleas, like at first, way back. And you could ask Lucy. She even cracked up laughing because I kept saying she. And then finally, Fleas said something like, no, not really. And I'm like, oh.
Well, I still follow myself on Wonka Tonka, and it's a man. But I'm just like, is that?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you can tell, but sometimes I'm like, what?
Yeah. Too Fast for Fleas is just a cute name. And when you see the little dog on there, you think of a nice little old lady and her dog. And, it's just, it's
I can't.
I was a chick when I was official.
Sorry, y'all. God, I'm choking.
Oh, see, I can't do that. You can put that up. I click on them and it don't do it. I can't post.
Yeah,
anything.
they better call me or email me back, but I think it's because they're updating stuff.
Oh, okay. Richard Gripsum. That's neat. That's real neat. But who's crackling? Am I crackling? No. Yes, Too Fast is just too pretty. So he can stay as she.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's real
I
cool.
like her. I mean, I like her. I would love to just listen to her talk. Because I don't really like sometimes trying to listen to the serial killers or read their book, it flips me out. But because of her voice and stuff and the way, I don't know. I would rather her just tell me the story. Because some of that stuff, she don't do it in a scary voice. She does it in a more not exciting, but I mean just mine. I don't know how to explain it. It's not scary when she's talking about it, but I can't read them books because I would flip my shit. But I think she wants to go interview Brian Koberger so she can come and say, well, I'm not real sure because I mean, y'all, allegedly, I've thought of a million scenarios she could do that I guess I want her to do it so bad that I cannot see straight. Just like I want Brian Koberger to put PS by Annie Peterson saying she did not lie. I cannot help it. That's my childishness, the revenge part, that ha 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 ha, you stupid, all them. That's that part. So at least I admit it.
Yeah. But my Amy, if it's Skull, I just said I never thought you were a girl, so most people I do pretty good on, I will say. But I think there's
Hey, Dinky.
a few that I was like, I'm not quite too sure on, but
Hey, Dinky, listen to, if you didn't listen to Annie Peterson, I'm going to say her last name's thing, listen to it for real. Y'all, for real, like, the stuff
Yes.
about Brian is funny. Like, I'm telling y'all because I just didn't think he had a personality, because even though I don't believe what mainstream's saying, they get in our head. Like, just to know that man's like, he's fun. I don't care. If people get mad at me, I don't care. He's funny. He just, the Sam story, I don't know. I can't help what I feel. I feel what I feel, and that's what I feel, and it's okay for me to feel that way, damn it.
Yep.
But y'all, if he cannot predict, listen, they are not going to let Ann talk about any DNA except Brian's or another perpetrator. When you do that, he's going to, I would have took a plea deal too. What the fuck? But that statement that it didn't come from Becca Barla, but I do believe it come from Brian, because Brian told Annie it did. If y'all go watch her thing, and he's going to put out a longer one. And I think that will explain to everybody. But if he cannot, y'all, how he's fucked. If he cannot, and that should be illegal. There's other DNA. They cannot talk about any other DNA. What the fuck is a jury going to think when they can only talk about Brian's? And I don't think everybody's understanding that. They're just mad. And I understand, because I was mad too. I was upset. I couldn't listen to him plead. Like, I threw up. Y'all, I literally, like, I cannot. His mama, like, everything. But y'all, there's no way. If he can't talk about the DNA, I mean, what the fuck? That should be illegal. I'm never going to be on a jury that I don't check out the fucking crime. I'm not getting Richard Allen. Because them jurors, when they got out of there, they found out all the shit that they couldn't talk about. They sentenced a man to prison, like life. In Alabama, we have the death penalty. I'm not doing it. I will tell the judge, no, I'm going to research the shit, because how much of the shit are y'all not letting us see? Hell no. I'm just not going to be on a jury. I can't do it. I'm not. That's bullshit. I didn't know they did this until, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I don't understand. I'm so upset because Brian has no defense, y'all. That's why he did this. They're not, how can they, oh my God, I'm ill. I'm very upset about it. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Bill Thompson didn't even know Xana's fucking last. I can't do it. That motherfucker right there is going straight to hell. If there's a hell, God will make one, especially for that motherfucker. Him and Ashley Jennings.
Oh, that's funny.
Right along with every one of these motherfuckers that knows what happened to them kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see what Cy Ray has to say. I agree, Ro. I really.
Yeah, Cy Ray's got to come out of hiding like yesterday, because I'm about to have a fucking come apart.
What the post attempt to communicate comes from conversations with Brian. Yes. Yes, I agree. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So what do we think is going to happen on the 23rd? Like, what is supposed to happen on the 23rd? Is that like sentencing? Like, we go in and this is when they say, okay, you're charged this, and this is the years you get. And then he signs.
I'm sorry. I don't, look, I was raised saying my mama yelling MF and the F word, but you didn't say fart, or she would slap you. So I cuss. I'm sorry. Cover your kids' ears. If y'all don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm just me. I cannot be nobody else. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't like the judge. He is biased. I agree.
No, I don't think he can. I wouldn't withdraw my plea. Not if they ain't letting me talk about no other DNA when there's 5, 10 other DNAs in there. If they gonna take everything away, so the jury has no choice but to fucking put me in front of a firing squad, that was the best thing. I mean, for real. I don't think people really understand that. Because they don't understand. They're like, there's no way. They have to be able to talk about the DNA. It was there. No. Watch Richard Allen stuff. Like, no. That's what he turned down. If they can't talk about alternate suspects, they can't talk about anybody else's DNA. So the only DNA that the jury's going to know about is Brian's.
Yep.
That puts him against the wall.
Yep. To be rescheduled, instant continuous. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could go up to that and then he could withdraw it. And like I said, that would go back to my first theory of, just to buy more time. But I don't know. I don't get that. I think he's just going to go and accept it right now. And
Because Becca Barlow wouldn't be the one that put that out anyway. If everybody had common sense, they'd know that because Ann Taylor is his main attorney. So Becca Barlow wouldn't have been the one that put that out. But what happened was Brian's family, I think they misunderstood because Brian didn't have too long, y'all, to do whatever. So they thought they were supposed to go ahead and release that statement. They weren't, so they took it back. But somebody copied it before they got it down, of course, because we know how people are. And they put Becca Barlow's name on it. If they would have had any fucking common sense, they would have used Ann Taylor because that's his main lawyer. If somebody's going to put that out, it would have been Ann Taylor, in my opinion. But that's what Annie was saying last night. She don't know anything about Becca Barlow. She don't have TikTok. She didn't get that from Becca Barlow. She asked Brian, and Brian told her, she read us the text, that Brian said that.
Yep. Yeah. Well, trying to find out if it could be the post-conference.
Christy, it's 12:16. What time do you have to be at the doctor?
I got to leave here at 1:10.
Oh, I thought you had to be there at 1. Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
I just said that in front of everybody, but I don't think you're mad.
No.
It made me nervous.
No, I got to get a nerve test done today, and they don't really
I
hurt.
just say tell them because somebody's gonna swear you're going to the gynecologist for some whatever.
No,
just say
no.
we don't have crabs around here.
No,
I mean, where would we get them from? We're too busy trying to figure this shit out. It's not like we have any kind of life like that. Come on now.
Yeah. No, I got carpal tunnel so bad that it's up into my shoulder. So today is the lovely nerve tests, so they can say yep. And it's already a hand that I done because I broke it. I don't know, 8 years ago. I fell and landed on my left hand on the side, and I broke it.
She fell off the toilet. I'm just playing.
No.
I had to. Y'all, I have to tell y'all, I'm not telling y'all who I told this to, but I'm so glad to be mean. I probably should not be. Lucy, you're going to love this. So,
Oh my God.
because I got told yesterday that I brought stuff on myself and that we're not best friends. I hope you know whatever the fuck I was told. So today I woke up and said, you know what? Maybe you should get a friend with benefits. Maybe if you got laid, you wouldn't be so miserable with yourself.
Uh-huh.
And then Christy says, well, I don't think he can, whatever. And so then I told him that they sell dolls and stuff and he can get it sent anonymously to him. So that was and if he says something, I say, oh, well, you brought that on yourself.
Okay. Made me a song. Yes, Bianca, I seen your song today. I love your songs. Carpal tunnel too. Sucks when my fingers are always numb. And the sad thing is, it is in both of them. But no, you ain't casting both of my hands at the same time. Ain't happening.
Don't bring the water to Utah or Idaho or anywhere near there.
Yeah. So I got to get the left arm done again because it's the worst one. It's up into my shoulder. My right one ain't quite that bad yet. So I don't know. But this is just stupid that I got to have it done again. Like, what the heck? So.
And I'm fixing to make her mad. But everybody, tomorrow we're having a birthday party for Christy because it's her birthday. And we all love her. And so we're celebrating.
And this is my last day to enjoy my 40s.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I would rather turn 50 a million times over than being 21 again. I would take myself out if I had to be that age.
I wouldn't go down to that age, but I think I would go to about 30. Yeah. Because I'd make my divorce not happen. So.
Oh, well, have you seen her ex-husband? I would make my divorce not happen too.
My daughter and granddaughter just walked in for my daughter to hear that. She's laughing.
Oh my God. Oops. Well, I mean.
Hey, it's okay. We get that a lot.
She said that's all right. They get that a lot, and they do. But yes, 40 is the new 33. Well, I'm turning 50. So what am I, the new 43?
And Christy is the one that said, hey, go look at him and tell me he's not hot. So.
Yes. I mean, I met him when I was 14. We were just together. I mean, he's still my best friend. I mean, I can call him over anything. So We're just
I'm
having.
hooking them back up next year. I think it's next year they're going to be back together, and we'll throw a wedding because I'm excited.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Yeah. I'd actually go live and not be as in a serious. Yeah. Welcome to the club. Oh, well, I don't know. My mom always says that the 50, life begins at 50. Well, let's see what it brings. I'll wake up
We
tomorrow.
never say that. That was funny.
I
Oh yeah,
just-
Meg, Moscow math. Don't
Yeah.
be saying that, Meg. I think that's why they're watching you because they don't like the way you said they did math.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take Moscow math right now. I'll be 41. Mm. But as you can hear, my little piano player's here. And
And it sounds beautiful.
yeah, we're gonna chill and they're moving back home for a little bit, so we gotta go get the room ready. So not only will you hear smoke detectors from now on, you'll be hearing little pitter patters running around too. Sorry.
I haven't heard that smoke detector in a while. I did go that, but you just kind of but
Yeah.
I don't know. Has it been going off still?
Yeah, it's still going off. I
Okay.
thought,
Because if
Yeah.
it don't, then I'd be scared the sprinklers are about to come on. That would be freaking out.
yeah. Yeah. You know what sucks about it though was when you wake up at 2 a.m. to it going off and you're running around your house like your head chopped off thinking you got a fire somewhere and no. And then I get back into bed and I get all cozy and it goes off again. Oh my God. The one night it did it 4 times. It would go off for just enough to get you up and running through the house and then it would shut off. And
Y'all know,
oh,
if the damn sprinklers went off while I was in the bed, though, I would be pissed. I
yes.
would be so mad.
Yeah, yes, she's playing me a birthday song. Yes, she is. She's my little buddy. Come here. Well, I'm not. I was going to turn the camera on, but never mind. I don't look good. She's cute, not me. We'll hold off on that one. Maybe tomorrow. But so we're having a birthday party tomorrow, huh?
Yes, I'm a birthday party. I told everybody. I was like, she's gonna be like, bitch, why did you do that? But I think it's important.
Yeah, I think I'll be sick tomorrow.
Well, I don't care. You don't have to be on camera. You still got to come. You can mute it when you puke. It's okay.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you, Michelle, for stopping, and thank you all for
We're
stopping.
fixing to wrap this one up today. And y'all, I didn't know Bethany and Dylan were at the trial. I mean, the trial shit. Lord, I just misspoke. The damn thing, whatever the hell you want to call the Pee Wee's Playhouse, the second, third, fourth, what the fuck ever was going on with that shit. The courtroom, they were there. So I really am going to do a reading because I just want to, I just need to be nosy. So
Yes.
I was gonna do it yesterday. I'm gonna get it out today when I finish my nails. I'm almost done with them we're not talking about how long I've been doing my nails
No,
and everything else.
it's fake.
Because I never can do anything at once. So that's why I don't schedule things and say when it's gonna be out, y'all. Because my brain, I do 50,000 things at once and shit, I have a mess. So but I'm gonna do it because I want to, allegedly. It's just allegedly.
You've been called saying yourself, yeah. I'm not happy with this. If I could rip it out of the roof, I've actually considered unbolting it, everything, like pulling the wires off of it, but I at the same time get worried because I do want my smoke detectors to work, and I know
And William, I have no idea whether she was or not. So somebody said that she was the other night. Of course, we didn't see none of them because, and I don't blame them for that. We didn't need to be all, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that. And honestly, Dylan's being coerced, I think, too, into if whatever. She didn't plan shit by herself. Like, she
yeah.
could really be getting threatened. And that's the one thing I want to look at too, because, But has Paul solved the case again for the 28,000th time, or what's going on with that? I haven't watched him in a while.
Oh, I haven't either. But
I wish when he solves these cases, he could get somebody to look at the shit so that Brian could, or something, anything. Somebody do something.
yeah.
I mean, and I don't have no problem with him. I'm just saying, though, like, if we're solving the case, then that's just like the footage that's coming out about, and I don't even remember who they said was that footage. And
Court,
I don't
court,
got nobody. I'm just saying, if they have footage of Brian Koberger at that house, I don't know how the fuck they got it and why the court don't have it. That's all I'm saying.
Tanya, I seen a picture that came from straight across the street on that walkway. Like when you go to walk down, there's like a shed building right there. And the picture came from right there, and it was a direct shot at that house. And I always wondered if it was a real picture or not. Because if it's real, then they should know who walked in that house.
I mean, I think never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know what I think because this shit's done got, sometimes I literally have to stop because my brain overloads and I can't.
Yeah,
I mean,
Scott.
it's real funny because it's really not that difficult. It's not that difficult. They made it this difficult, and it's just disrespectful to the 4 victims and their families. And I don't care what their families done. I'm just saying, it's really just disrespectful all the way around. Period.
Yep.
And it's disrespectful to the Idaho taxpayers' money, which they should be hollering about. And I'm not sure why they're not. And I'm not sure why people are not asking questions. That's all. I don't care what you think. I just think there's questions on either way you think. There's questions.
Yep, all the way around. But
honestly, Bill Thompson got up there and told us a bunch of lies again. They were asleep. The kid, Xana was on TikTok. No, the fuck she was not. That's in the court document. That was it. I mean, Jesus Christ. So we lie under oath, and I just want y'all to know if I did that, I would be I would go to jail. So I'm just confused on that too. I really thought somebody from higher courts, and maybe I'm just simple. My days I always said I was simple-minded, because I just don't understand why this can't be done. It's really not that hard. So, but I thought somebody was busting through the doors because the shit was that circus to me, saying y'all can't act like this, and nobody ever did it. Just like I'm still waiting on somebody to jump out and say, "Hi, you're on candid camera," and I've been waiting on that for fucking 20 years. Somebody's gonna humor me one day. This is not your real life. I swear to God, it has to happen. If not, then I just don't know what to say. I'm depressed. Shit. Anyways, y'all. Okay, we're gonna get off from here now that I'm.
Make sure that y'all hit the like, subscribe, keep watching because there's more coming. I promise that. And like I said, if you have Discord and you need to get a hold of me, you have an idea, you have something. Let me know. I will try to check into it, see what I can come up with. And
if y'all don't have Discord, my email is in the thing. You can email me and I can forward it to her, whatever. Or
I have my email on my page. If you go up to the top.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can email us, because I know some people don't like Discord or whatever, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But, too, y'all, again, my memberships, I did them because I couldn't do 99 cents. I had to do $1.99 and $2.99. But we're doing watch parties with some of these things that have come out that I can't do on public streams. We can have other conversations that we don't have on public streams.
Mm-hmm.
And I can do some of the readings I don't know public streams. So if y'all want to join that, Christy's going to be there with me. We're just going to do it, probably, maybe once every other week. We may do some once a week, depending on what's going on.
Yeah.
But it will be things that we just can't talk about with, it's a little bit more free. So,
yeah.
I just wanted to do that because it makes me feel better to be able to just say what I want to say.
Yeah. And Skull, yes, I did at one point say no content ever. And look at me. I know. This case
Look,
just
she was so excited. Look, she was proud because she wanted a FOIA request. She was asking Heather about it. And Heather's like, Christy requested. And now she's like the damn FOIA queen. So, she was shy is the reason she said no comment. She didn't think she could get up here and do it. Her first live, she learned that she was very comfortable with everybody. And again, thank y'all because it's relaxing to know that she's comfortable. And she did fine. I was like, well, okay, professional. With her, all these damn views she's got with these 3,000. And I'm very glad, y'all. I want her to have them views. I was excited. I was proud of her. And she was excited, and she should have been. We don't have a whole lot of things to be excited about in life. Nobody really does, I don't think. So the things we can get excited about, I like to see people excited because I don't like to see people pissed off all the time.
No.
I don't like being mad all the time. And every time I have to go watch that damn something in that courtroom, I'm crying. I've done broke 2 screens with shoes. I have to leave my shoes all the way away from my computer screen because I have to throw something. I'm beating the hell out of my computer screen. Lord have mercy. So, When Lucy sends me something, I'm like, oh God. I got up the other day. I was going to take a nap. I said, how mad am I going to be? She said, you don't even know. I said, fuck it. Let me go on and get out of this bed because I'm going to my computer. I'm going to throw something. So I just know, like, that's the first thing I ask. How mad am I fixing to be? I go ahead and prepare myself because I start crying because it's like you can't do anything and you know somebody's lying. It pisses me. Oh my God. I could pull my hair out and y'all's hair out too because there's got to be something I can do because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do something. I don't know what yet. Pitch fit. I don't know, but no.
Yeah.
Not hit my shoes on the computer screen again because literally, I mean, I've moved my shoes. I can't get any of them. But there was a hammer sitting here the other day. I said, "Oh shit, let me move this." Because
Yes, Meg. I guess I did change from Switzerland to my feisty Switzerland now. I guess
Switzerland.
that's what she always called me because I always said I was on the fence. I'm just neutral. And I still am. Like I can see so many different ways in this case that
I mean,
drive me
yeah.
insane and whatever. But okay, I do have to call it quits though because I got to see my little baby here for a little bit and then go do this lovely nerve test and probably cry because this is my last day of the 40s. But
Girl.
hey, I thought turning 30 was bad, which wasn't bad. Turning 40, actually, I didn't have a problem with 40. I had a problem with 40.
I mean, I ain't had no problem with none of them. I don't think I'll have a problem with 50. It is what it is. I didn't never see myself here. I think as a teenager, you just don't see yourself at that age. But like, yeah, I'm good. I feel like, I mean, when I look in the mirror, I just see the same person I've always seen in the mirror. I don't ever think about it. My brain still works like it did when I was 16 somewhat. So maybe that's why.
That's funny. Oh, thank you for the early birthday wishes. And hey, it's funny you say about your friend being a damn firework and that. You know what I did for years, and the thing I love to do the most is
fireworks.
I worked for Pyrotechnics, and I shot off like our local fair that we just had here, which is a huge deal. For years, I did the fireworks for there. Mackinac, Michigan.
The guy stole for 33 badge cage. I'm sorry, Christy. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Mackinac, Michigan was another big place we did fireworks out on the island out there. But we traveled around and did some, but mainly we tried to stay in our area and do it. We went to, certain fairs and campgrounds, and I love fireworks. Absolutely love to do the boom. The boom is what I wait for. I don't care what color it is in the sky. I don't care about anything. It's all about how hard can you rock the ground. I don't know. I'm weird, I guess.
Lord have mercy. So yeah, I've had 33-year-old guys trying to tell me I still run from them fuckers because they still want kids and shit. I'm like, oh shit, hell no. Goodbye.
It's Friday. It's your birthday.
Not today. I'm done with that.
Julianne.
Your birthday is Friday? Good. I'm gonna write that. I mean, I'm not writing down, I'm putting it in my phone because I will never look at what I write down, but
yeah. Okay, well, I hope to see everybody tomorrow. And everybody have a great day. And I don't know, I'll be around.
We'll be throwing Miss Stormy a party Friday too because it's her birthday. So
yep.
We'll just I like doing relaxed time some because I can't stay mad. My blood pressure gets too high. My eye twitches. And actually Jennings is the one that makes my eye twitch. So yeah.
Well, what's funny to say this real quick, saying about being fireworks and that, my mom actually went into labor with me on the 4th of July. I should have been a 4th baby, but back then didn't happen, and she never had me till the 8th.
Good God Almighty! Oh my God.
Yep. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you all for being here. Love you all. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and hope to see you all tomorrow. Happy birthday. Early birthday, Stormy, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Love y'all. Have a good day.
Love ya.
What was that?